good afternoon, or good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the globe. Hola, bonjour, hello, hello, whatever you want to say. Today, I have an extremely giant episode for you of Juice Time. That's right, Juice Time. Why is it so giant? Well, today we're not only going to show you a few awesome juices that I have here in my possession, but I'm also going to talk about a very special website that in 2013 joined our community. With vaping and being addicted to vaping, you need to have instant access to juice. I know myself right now am waiting on a package or delivery from a very well-known juice manufacturer or persons or whatever, and I just ordered it a couple hours ago and I'm already in a tizzy waiting for it. So with that said, these people didn't like the idea that they had to wait and order off different websites and, of course, do shipping charges for each website. And, of course, they also didn't like the fact that everything was so darn expensive, right? We all have that feeling. So what did they do? Those smart little thinkers, they came up with an awesome website called, drumroll please, Giant Vapes. Yep, you know it, you love them, we all do. Okay, so what is Giant Vapes for all you newcomers? So Giant Vapes is this terrific website. They carry all kinds of different flavors of juice, brands of juice. You can go on there and you can buy a bottle of Boosted. You could go on there and buy a bottle of Space Jam. You can go on there and buy a bottle of Obsession. You can buy Alice in Vapeland. And sometimes, if the timing is right, you can buy yourself a big old bottle of Sherb from Jimmy the Juice Man. Of course, it's going to shut down the whole site for like 3 hours and everybody's going crazy, but you can do it. What we're talking about here is a website that allows vapors like myself to not have to wait 100 years for juice, and from 5 different companies, 5 different shipping charges, and just a lot of headaches involved, especially when you don't have nicotine. You know that headache I'm talking about, right? Not every brick and mortar shop is going to carry the juice you like, and even if they do carry a lot of what you like, at some point you're going to want something different. So for me, when I found Giant Vapes, it was like a breath of fresh air. 1, I didn't have to leave my house. 2, it's free shipping. Seriously, free shipping. The other day I ordered 4 bottles of juice and it left there every day at before 5. They leave same day if you get that order in, and it shipped to me the next day. Giant Vapes, to me, is a very special website. It allowed me to have all these different juice brands at my fingertips. Now, what else makes Giant Vapes so darn special? Well, when you go onto Giant Vapes, not only are you able to search by category, like juice flavor, you can search by brand names. You can also have look through online exclusives. Giant Vapes also has a wonderful rewards program, which I'm racking up the points, which is terrific. Packaging is always awesome. They wrap everything up in this nifty little stuff. It always gets to me super quick, and again, it's free. I mean, there really is nothing I can say bad about them, so I'm not going to. The other cool thing is that they are always, from what I've seen, they're always trying to add to their selection. So that's always a huge deal to me. So Giant Vapes, I love ya. I'm always going to use ya. And even if I don't need juice, you know, or whatever, I mean, there are always staples that I'm going to need. Space Jam's Andromeda, I'm always going to need it. Obsession's Fame, I'm always going to need it. So for me, even if I'm not looking to try a new juice, you're saving me the trouble of having to find the place to buy Space Jam and, you know, whatever. Because there's not one single place in the area that I know, in the Worcester area, that sells Space Jam, or at least where I would buy it. Sorry. So with that said, let's move along. All these juices today that I'm going to be reviewing are from Giant Vapes. Just wanted to throw that in there for you. And we're going to start off with a very new taste that I wanted to try so bad, and I've been waiting to for this whole time. So with that said, we're going to look at Boosted. Boosted was next on my list of trying strawberry custards or strawberry whatever, and I finally got my hands on a bottle thanks to Giant Vapes. So with that said, let's give it a shot, and we're going to see if it stands up to all the hype. Boosted has a very strange flavor to me. It's not 100% strawberry. There is this bizarre flavor of like cotton in it, and I know that that's the only way I can describe it, and I thought it was my cotton, but it's not, because I tried different juices on the same cotton and then different cottons with the Boosted, and I still get the same flavor, almost like a bitterness, because I don't know, for some reason I'm not getting that 100% sweet milkshakey vibe to it. Although it does smell like that, it's not giving me that 100% fruity, strawberry, floral, beautiful flavor that I love from other strawberry vapes. I will say, however, that it is not a terrible vape. It would range probably 5 or 6 for me. And I'm comparing this to all the big name strawberry vapes out there, so you got to consider it. The packaging's very cool. It's got that awesome graffiti. I'm a huge fan of like Beat Street or old like breakdancing movies. Like, I still think I'm Ozone from Break-In 1 and 2. And no stopping us, no stopping. No one does it better. So it's got this nice graffiti on it. It says all the stuff you want to say. It's childproof. It came wrapped in plastic. It does specify in here a couple times that this is pharmaceutical grade everything, which I'm hoping everything is pharmaceutical grade, I guess. But for the fact that they actually went another way to say it in more than one part is kind of cool. So Boosted is going to stay here with me. I'm going to let it go for a couple more days. It's been steeping for about 5 days now. I'm going to keep it going and just taking it out periodically and tasting it and see if that flavor changes. But for right now, Boosted's standing about 5 or 6, but I will definitely have a update you guys in a week or two. Moving right along. Now, of course, we're changing the setup because we're not tripping on the same thing. So let's see what I have on this. Okay. So this is Passion. Okay. This is by Obsession. Okay. Obsession is made by the same guys who makes the Space Jam. So right off the bat, I mean, I considered them to be a contender with the strawberry vape type stuff, and we'll see what happens, okay? Everybody knows that I am a huge fan of Obsession's Fame, which is more of a fruity, coconutty, strawberry, orangey deliciousness. But this is different for me to taste this from them. So I'm definitely going to be objective, and I'm not going to judge, and we'll see. At first, I will definitely compare it to nothing, and then I will compare it to my other strawberry vapes, because we all know that we have our favorites, etc., etc. So let's hear it out. Passion has the exact right amount of sweet strawberry flavor. It's not fresh strawberry like you get from O-Face. It is definitely like more of a candy strawberry, but not super candy strawberry, like, too sugary. Very nice and sweet. Almost reminds me of, say, for instance, if you had like a strawberry Kool-Aid, but you water it down a little bit so it's not so strawberry that you're like gagging. I'm not getting a huge amount of that custardy feeling or that thickness of a custard, like richness of a custard, but it definitely does deliver in that nice, subtle, but good enough strawberry flavor. Vapor production is great. Not really much of a throat hit. It's only 6 milligrams, so whatever on that. But it's really lovely. I mean, as you know, when you deal in things like Space Jam and Obsession and Boosted, you are paying that premium dollar, not friggin' 5 Ponds premium dollar, but you're definitely paying a $22 bottle, 30 ml bottle price tag. So it can be expensive, and especially for our strippers, it's expensive because you use a lot more of it, in my opinion, especially because I'm a fucking addict and I keep continuously dripping everything and going crazy. Really good. Okay, so moving right along. So next up on this day of juice, I'm moving this up to 40 watts on my awesome glove pour. I have a 1.2 ohm coil on this club pour on a Stellaire. And next up, we're sticking with Space Jam here, okay? We got Space Jam, we got Obsession. This is Space Jam's Venus. Now, I heard the story that Venus was an older Space Jam flavor, and they ended up doing away with it and then bringing it back. So I was really excited to see a new Space Jam flavor, being that I am such a fan. And it's funny, I'm such a fan of Space Jam, but the only flavor I ever use is Andromeda, but it stands out so much to me that I talk about it excessively. But this was fun for me because it was a completely different Space Jam experience. Everybody knows Space Jam is well known for their flavorful, I was going to say the vegetables, flavorful fruity vapes like Astro and Pluto, etc., which I'm not a huge fan of, but you know, Andromeda is just unbelievable, and this is like a mixture of a caramel cream, marshmallow, and peanut butter. Okay, so that's like decadence right there. So let's go ahead and throw this in my lungs and see what we think of it. This is exactly what you would think about when you think about marshmallow, okay? Marshmallow, peanut butter together, you got a fluffernutter. I'm pretty sure that's New England's or Massachusetts state sandwich or something. You definitely get a creaminess and sweetness from the caramel. It is one of the best balanced juices I've ever had. There's nothing that stands out more than the other. You almost can taste banana in it because you really just feel like there should be banana on that fluffernutter. But if anybody has never tried this, or if anybody has tried this and you love it, or if you have never and you want to, I would suggest doing so, especially if you're a fan of the desserty type vapes. This one is gonna friggin' wow you. It's delicious. Just so good. Hits the palate with that nice, marshmallowy vibe. You got that peanut butter that creeps up, and then on your exhale, you just got this sweet, creamy caramel. I'm telling you, I love it. And if anybody out there has tried it, and if you taste banana in it, raise your hands, because for some reason I taste banana in everything, and I don't even really like banana vapes, but this one is just so good. And of course, there's no banana in it anyway. So I'm going to give this 15 ml bottle away. It's 6 milligrams nicotine. It's Peter Pan Pie by Jimmy Dukes. I don't have a lot of anything to give away these days. You know, money's kind of tight, but I do want to be able to give something back. All you have to do to win this bad boy is, of course, be a subscriber of mine. I would also like to see you guys share this video on your page, your personal page, if you could. Also, in the description, if you can name the people who sing the song that I sang in the middle of this video, if you can email that to me at centralmassvapors@gmail.com with the contest entry, or the subject being contest entry. Just email me the singers or the people who perform that song, and I'll randomize all the people who get the contest to answer right, and you can go ahead and win this, and I'll ship it right out to you. And if anybody knows me, knows that by the time I end up shipping this out, you end up with like 3 or 4 more bottles of juice. So I'm gonna let this contest go over about 2 weeks, because why not? Let's let it float out there for a little while, and maybe after a while you'll see some more stuff added to it. Okay, so please follow the link down below. Check out Giant Vapes if you have not. I'm really putting this out there for the newbie vapors, because I'm telling you, if you are sitting at home and you just started vaping and you're looking to get a bunch of juice, that is where you want to start. Okay? Thank you. So, last but not least, I will send you Bill well, whatever that means. And keep an eye out for episode 2 of A Vape Life. It is in production right now and will be airing soon. Stay fabulous, people. I love ya.